Welcome back. And this week, on Calling the Shots, I brought in a special guest today, Kylie, an up-and-coming actress who wants to learn a little bit more about the film industry.
So, Mr. Hotshot filmmaker, I was wondering if how the movie's shot, if it really makes a difference with how the movie turns out.
Well, not all movies are created equally. The video, in a sense, is the visual script or story. You know this by watching films. Sometimes you feel like you're right in the middle of the action, and other times you have more of a passerby feeling.
Okay, I see your point, but how do they create those different feelings and effects and things?
Great question, Tiger. It just so happens I have my gear already set up over here, and, let's go make our own movie. I'll show you firsthand.
Wait, we're not filming anything creepy, are we?
Not unless you want to. No, I'm just kidding. All right, come on over here and I'll show you some things. There are no Oscars without actors. So, guess what you get to be?
Actress.
Damn Skippy. By the way, the industry lingo is talent. Shall we walk through the different shots?
Yes, sir.
All right. The camera movements are the same as head movements. You can move your head left and right and watch action happening, or for different shots you can move forward or backward or up and down.
Sounds easy enough.
Alrighty then. Well, the first shot that we have is a handheld. Any guesses why?
Gee, is it when the camera's handheld?
Idle down there, Turbo. But you are correct. So we'll show the camera here. Let me get this off here. So why we use the handheld shot is so that we can get right into the action. With that, it is the most unsteady of the shots that we have here. Okay. So you can really feel how shaky that it is. Kind of feeling more in the action. Really getting a good look on what's going on at that time. But it can make the audience a little sick. So let's get this bad boy back on. All right. Now, let's go into a couple of the tight and wide shots.
Okay.
So I'm going to zoom in here. Really lock in on your motion. I want you to show me your sad face. Oh, that's good stuff. I want you to kind of dig in now, and I want you to really show me your angry face. Ooh, you can cut the tension with a knife. All right. So what I want to do now is kind of pan out. And by panning out, what we're going to be doing is seeing more of your character and more of the surroundings here in this scene. Perfect. All right. So we can use the tight shot if the director wants to focus on someone or something. And if you want to make the audience feel like they're walking through the set, you can do a truck in.
We're going trucking.
Get a grip. I said truck in. Watch, I'll show you. So, see how the audience feels like they're not being couch potatoes anymore, but really being part of the action, and puts it right up to the set of the character. Now, when the camera comes back out of the scene, it's like the audience is backing out as well. All right, Junior. So, now that we've learned a little bit about forward and backward moments, let's explore side to side. To help illustrate this point, let me walk by you, and I only want you to move your head. Very good.
So you can walk. What does that matter?
Well, genius, action doesn't always happen right in front of you. The director wanted to create a feeling of someone just walking by. They wouldn't just pan left or right, follow the action. Now, let's kind of see how it looks on camera. All right. I want you to go ahead and do a little walk for me here. Great. Okay. Now get back there and then we're going to use the dolly here and just really try to get a different feel. All right. So now see how the audience is really involved in the action here? Feels like they're walking with you at this point.
This is great. I think I'm ready to make my own films now.
You're no Spielberg yet. We still got to cover some of the up and down movements. Now, let's say we want to show how tall that building is over there, or really size up the competition.
What do you mean by sizing up the competition?
Well, I'll tell you what. Since you don't seem like the sharpest tool in the shed, it'll just be best to show you. So, let's say if you want to create a feeling that the bad guy is tall, you want to slowly reveal their character. You start at their feet, and then you slowly work up. All right. So you can really make the character feel like larger than life in that kind of sense. Or, if the character is small or in trouble or just inferior, we can do the opposite and pan down.
Okay, well, I've seen that before. Are there any other shots you want to tell me about?
Well, yes. Now, this scene, the director wants to show someone standing or climbing a wall, let's say. We can do this with what can be called the pedestal shot. So what I'll do here is hold the camera basically in focus, but I want you to follow up and down with this. Great. Now go back up. Perfect. All right. Let's go back to our seats, and I think we did a good job here today.
I think so too.
Well, we briefly covered some of the basic camera shots and how they can be used to create different effects.
I can almost see the Oscar on my shelf already. Now I know how to shoot it, how to make money off it.
That's the spirit. But a completely different conversation altogether. Why don't you come over next week and we can discuss distribution in more detail. Until next time, keep the camera rolling.